there are more and more people with disposable income, from professionals to tradespeople. We realized that the upscale market within the Regina area wasn't being serviced very well by existing media. Before we got started, we employed focus groups and analyzed what current media offered. We asked ourselves two questions: what would best serve advertisers and what would best serve consumers? In order to give advertisers their best value, we knew that we needed to reach the largest number of people possible with the least amount of money while providing months of exposure. We found through credible research that vision is the most important sense with respect to remembering advertising messages. Research also proved that magazine advertising was the most effective advertising medium for a number of reasons. We discovered that advertising in magazines is the best way to inform or educate people. Research showed that if they read it, they get it. Advertisements in magazines are more likely to be saved and referred to when people are ready to buy. Advertising in magazines is not only accepted, it's enjoyed by readers. One of the greatest strengths of magazine advertising is the engagement factor. People engage magazines when they're in the mood to, making the advertising more welcome versus other intrusive media. And lastly, we found that color and size of an ad does matter. Research shows that when full color is added to a black and white ad, the ad becomes 45% more visible and better remembered. A full page ad 20% more noticeable and better remembered than a third page ad. We realized that consumers want to know what's happening locally in their city, and they also shop locally. So we decided to use local editorial about people, events, businesses, and other organizations. And thus, Fine Lifestyles magazine was born. Fine Lifestyles is a quarterly glossy, upscale magazine which showcases Regina and its area's finest products and services.
I thought it was a first-class magazine.
As of right now, I've had a lot of good feedback on the ad itself.
Well, I love that because there was a lot of businesses that I didn't even know existed.
People have continued asking, when is the next edition coming up?
It really complements the informational magazines that Saskatchewan Tourism puts out.
Everything's great in the magazine. I've had great feedback.
Well, some of my customers have talked to me about the magazine and they're quite impressed with the quality of it.
It'll appeal to my mother. It'll appeal to me, of course, in the business community.
It's very balanced. In every avenue of your life, it's all in this little magazine.
I'm like any woman, I have a ton of magazines lying around. I think it's a great magazine. I'm so glad Regina came out with a magazine like this.
I have a lot of business partners in town and friends involved in different businesses, and I think it's just a great way to do advertising.
The nice thing about Fine Lifestyles magazine is that it's local content, it's new, and it's a nice publication.
There'll be a lot of people lining up to be involved with it.
We deliver an audience of approximately 45,000 of the most affluent readers in Regina, Emerald Park, White City, Lumsden, Deer Valley, Regina Beach, Buena Vista, and Moose Jaw. We studied how we could also deliver the middle-income consumer while keeping advertising rates at a low level. Our second mode of distribution includes thousands of Regina and Moose Jaw hotel rooms. We deliver a copy to every doctor, dentist, and optometrist office in Regina. Our fourth mode of distribution can be found within every Welcome Wagon package in Regina, Moose Jaw, and area. All of our magazines can be found for free on our website. To ensure a very long shelf life and high usage, we've included 3-month entertainment schedules. In all, Fine Lifestyles reaches over 90,000 readers every quarter. Fine Lifestyles will be kept around for many months, giving advertisers the frequency they need, with only one insertion within one magazine, only once a quarter, all at a fraction of the cost of other media.
A lot of the rider stuff was in there, a lot of Regina businesses.
It's a magazine that you pick up and you go, wow. People stop me on the street and talk about the magazine.
We had lots of people mention to us that they seen it. They saw our ads in the magazine. Some people, travelers especially, that they were in a hotel.
I think it's a first-class publication. I don't think the province, to my knowledge, has seen anything like that. And I think you got fascinating stories. Certainly from friends and colleagues, positive feedback all the time. In terms of print, you're the best I've seen.
It's reaching the people we need to reach, and we're doing it economically.
We saw tremendous results in places I would go into. They'd actually say, "Oh, I saw you in Fine Lifestyles." It was wonderful. So we're just absolutely thrilled with the magazine.
Because the magazine is so well done, we didn't hesitate to advertise in this magazine because it's the image that we want to portray as well.
I found it very informative. I liked the human interest story on the last one on Jeremy O'Day and his family. I thought it was just great. It was real good.
It looks like it was a magazine out of New York City. The feedback has been outstanding. I don't remember exactly when it was published, but I'm still getting calls a month or 2 months later. The cost is really good. It's a magazine that people keep around, and it hits not just only residential, it hits offices, doctors' offices, so it's hitting the professional area as well. If you're thinking about growing your business or letting people just know about it, this is the magazine to do it.
Although we have been in business for 20 years, we just found out that a lot of people didn't know about our place. Yes, it has helped our bottom line tremendously.
My existing clientele were really excited. You know, they would come in and they would say, you know, "Oh, I saw you in the magazine," things like that.
We saw our sales increase to 45 to 55% just through the Lifestyles magazine. So that's a good indication of good advertising, good marketing, a great magazine.